Tired of waking up at 3 a.m. screaming in agony as your leg muscles seize into knots so tight you can't even breathe? What if I told you the solution isn't in your medicine cabinet, but sitting right in your kitchen? I'm Dr. Bill Harrison, neurologist and neuromuscular specialist, and in today's video, you'll learn the top 3 foods that can stop leg cramps before they start. These aren't expensive supplements or complicated treatments. They're simple, affordable foods that work by addressing the root causes of muscle cramping in seniors. Where are you watching from? Drop your city and state in the comments below and hit that like button if nighttime leg cramps have been ruining your sleep. Also, make sure you're subscribed to Inspired Living with notifications turned on so you never miss a health tip that could change your life. But first, let me tell you about Eleanor, 79 years old, who came to my clinic desperate for help. For 6 months, she'd been waking up 2 to 3 times every night with leg cramps so severe she'd fall trying to get out of bed. Her family doctor had prescribed muscle relaxers, magnesium pills, even suggested she try pickle juice. Nothing worked. Eleanor was exhausted, afraid to sleep, and beginning to lose hope. But when we looked at her diet, I discovered she was making 3 critical mistakes that were literally feeding her leg cramps. Within 2 weeks of adding these 3 specific foods, her nighttime cramps disappeared completely. Eleanor told me it felt like getting her life back. She's sleeping through the night, walking confidently, and hasn't had a single cramp in 8 months. The best part? The foods that saved her cost less than $10 a week. Today, I'll share exactly what Eleanor eats, why these foods work so powerfully for seniors, and how you can use them starting tonight to end your leg cramp nightmare forever. If you're ready to sleep peacefully again, comment "ready" below, and let's dive in. Let's start with food number 1, the complete protein powerhouse that rebuilds your muscles while you sleep. Food number 1, eggs. Now I know what you're thinking. Eggs for leg cramps? Just hear me out, because this might be the most important food you add to your routine. Here's what most seniors don't understand about leg cramps. They're not just about electrolytes or dehydration. Leg cramps in people over 60 are often caused by muscle fibers that have become weak, damaged, or inflexible from years of wear and inadequate protein intake. The truth is, as we age, our muscle mass naturally decreases by 3 to 8% per decade after age 30. By the time you're 70, you may have lost 20 to 30% of your muscle mass. This muscle loss, called sarcopenia, makes the remaining muscle fibers work harder and become more prone to cramping. Eleanor was eating maybe 30 grams of protein per day, less than half of what seniors need for muscle maintenance. Her leg muscles were literally breaking down faster than her body could repair them, creating the perfect environment for painful cramps. Eggs are what I call nature's perfect muscle medicine. 1 large egg contains 6 grams of complete protein, meaning it has all 9 essential amino acids your muscles need to rebuild and repair themselves overnight. But here's where it gets really interesting for leg cramp prevention. Egg yolks contain vitamin D, which is absolutely critical for calcium absorption and muscle contraction. Most seniors are vitamin D deficient, and when your muscles can't access enough calcium, they go into spasm. Let me share Patricia's story. She's 74, a retired nurse who understood nutrition better than most. But she'd been eating only egg whites for years, worried about cholesterol. Her leg cramps were so bad she couldn't climb stairs without stopping. When we added back the whole eggs, including the yolks, her cramps decreased by 80% within 3 weeks. The vitamin D in those yolks was the missing piece her muscles desperately needed. Eggs also provide vitamin B12 and choline, both essential for nerve health. B12 protects the myelin sheath around your nerves, ensuring smooth communication between your brain and your leg muscles. When this communication breaks down, you get muscle misfires and cramps. For seniors, I recommend 6 to 7 eggs per week. That's about 1 egg per day, which is perfectly safe for healthy adults. If you have heart issues, check with your doctor first, but recent research shows dietary cholesterol has much less impact on blood cholesterol than we once thought. The best way to eat eggs for cramp prevention. Pair them with leafy greens like spinach or kale. The combination gives you protein for muscle repair plus additional magnesium and folate for nerve function. Comment EGG below if you're going to start eating more eggs for muscle health, and share this video with someone who struggles with leg cramps. Next up, a potassium superstar you can peel in seconds, and that might be the fastest acting cramp fighter on the planet. Food number 2, bananas. Now, before you roll your eyes and think this is too obvious, let me explain why bananas work so specifically for senior leg cramps and why timing matters more than you think. One medium banana contains 420 milligrams of potassium, which is roughly 10% of your daily needs. But here's what makes potassium so crucial for preventing leg cramps. Potassium works with sodium to regulate the electrical signals that tell your muscles when to contract and when to relax. When you're potassium deficient, which most seniors are, your muscles get stuck in contraction mode. They literally can't receive the signal to relax, which is why leg cramps feel like your muscle is locked in a vice. But bananas don't just provide potassium, they also contain 32 milligrams of magnesium per banana, and magnesium is nature's muscle relaxer. It calms overexcited muscle fibers and helps prevent the sudden, violent contractions that wake you up screaming. Here's the nutrient most people miss. Bananas provide 0.4 milligrams of vitamin B6, which is essential for neurotransmitter balance. B6 helps your nervous system communicate properly with your muscles, preventing the misfires that trigger cramps. Let me tell you about Harold, 81 years old, a retired construction worker. His leg cramps were so severe he'd stopped his evening walks with his wife. He was eating maybe 1 banana per week, thinking they were too high in sugar. When we increased his intake to 2 bananas per day, one with lunch and one about 2 hours before bedtime, his nighttime cramps virtually disappeared. The timing was crucial. That evening, banana provided his muscles with potassium and magnesium right when they needed it most for overnight recovery. If you're diabetic, don't worry about the natural sugars in bananas. Pair your banana with a handful of nuts or some whole grain crackers to slow sugar absorption and prevent blood glucose spikes. The key is consistency. 1 banana per day is good, but 2 bananas per day is optimal for seniors with frequent leg cramps. And that evening banana, eaten 1 to 2 hours before bed, can be a game changer for preventing nocturnal cramps. Comment banana if you're going to try the evening banana strategy, and hit that like button if you're learning something new about preventing leg cramps. Finally, let's crack open the concentrated power of nuts and seeds, nature's mineral warehouses that provide multiple cramp-fighting nutrients in every bite. Food number 3, nuts and seeds. This category might surprise you because most people think of nuts as snacks, not medicine. But for preventing leg cramps in seniors, nuts and seeds are like taking a perfectly formulated supplement that actually tastes good. Let's start with the mineral content. 1 ounce of pumpkin seeds contains 168 milligrams of magnesium, which is about 40% of your daily needs. 1 ounce of pistachios provides 290 milligrams of potassium. These aren't just good numbers, they're game-changing numbers for muscle health. But nuts and seeds do something that individual mineral supplements can't do. They provide protein, healthy fats, and anti-inflammatory compounds all in one package, creating a synergistic effect that's more powerful than the sum of its parts. Here's the mechanism most doctors miss. The healthy omega-3 fatty acids in walnuts, flax seeds, and chia seeds reduce muscle inflammation. Chronic low-grade inflammation in muscle tissue makes cramps more likely and more severe. By reducing inflammation, these foods make your muscles more resilient and less prone to spasms. Let me share Robert's transformation. He's 76, a retired teacher who loved gardening but had to stop because leg cramps made it impossible to kneel or squat. His diet was lacking healthy fats and magnesium-rich foods. We added 1 ounce of mixed nuts to his daily routine, focusing on almonds, walnuts, and pumpkin seeds. Within a month, not only did his leg cramps decrease, but his overall muscle function improved so much he was back to tending his tomato plants. The key is choosing raw, unsalted nuts and seeds to avoid excess sodium, which can actually worsen muscle cramps. Aim for 1 ounce of nuts or 2 tablespoons of seeds per day. That's about a small handful or what fits in the palm of your hand. If you have nut allergies, don't worry. Chia seeds and hemp seeds provide similar benefits without the allergy risk. Both are loaded with magnesium, protein, and omega-3 fatty acids. For seniors with digestive issues, try soaking your nuts and seeds overnight to make them easier to digest. This also helps your body absorb the minerals more efficiently. Comment nuts if you're going to add more nuts and seeds to prevent leg cramps, and if this information is helping you understand muscle health better. Please give this video a thumbs up. Now let me show you how to put this all together into a simple daily routine that can end your leg cramps for good. Here's Eleanor's exact daily routine that eliminated her leg cramps completely. Breakfast, 1 or 2 eggs with spinach, providing complete protein and vitamin D for muscle repair and calcium absorption. Mid-morning snack, 1 banana with a small handful of almonds, combining potassium, magnesium, and healthy fats. Lunch, regular meal with focus on lean protein and vegetables. Afternoon snack, 2 tablespoons of pumpkin seeds or a small handful of walnuts for concentrated magnesium and anti-inflammatory omega-3s. Dinner, balanced meal with adequate protein. Evening, about 2 hours before bed, 1 banana to provide overnight muscle support and prevent nocturnal cramps. This routine provides approximately 800 milligrams of potassium, 400 milligrams of magnesium, and 25 grams of high-quality protein specifically for muscle health. Compare that to the average senior diet, which provides less than half these amounts. But here's what really matters. Eleanor followed this routine consistently for 2 weeks, and her 6-month nightmare of nightly leg cramps ended completely. She's been cramp-free for 8 months and counting. The key to Eleanor's success wasn't just the foods themselves, but the consistent timing and combination. Her muscles finally had the raw materials they needed for repair, the minerals required for proper function, and the anti-inflammatory compounds to reduce irritation. If you're currently taking muscle relaxers or other medications for leg cramps, don't stop them without talking to your doctor. But you can add these foods safely alongside your current treatment, and many of my patients find they need less medication as their nutrition improves. Before we wrap up, let me address the most common questions I get about using food to prevent leg cramps. Question 1. How quickly will I see results? Most people notice some improvement within 3 to 5 days, but give it a full 2 weeks for the complete effect. Your muscles need time to rebuild, and your mineral levels need time to optimize. Question 2. What if I can't eat eggs due to allergies? Focus on other complete proteins like Greek yogurt, cottage cheese, or quinoa. The key is getting adequate protein for muscle repair. Question 3. Are bananas too high in sugar for diabetics? Not when eaten with protein or healthy fats. The fiber in bananas also helps slow sugar absorption. If you're concerned, talk to your doctor about monitoring your blood glucose. Question 4. What if I don't like nuts or have allergies? Seeds like chia, hemp, and sunflower seeds provide similar benefits. You can also get magnesium from dark leafy greens and potassium from avocados and sweet potatoes. Question 5. Can I just take supplements instead? While supplements can help, whole foods provide better absorption and additional nutrients that work synergistically. Food is always the best first choice. If you're still watching and finding this information valuable, comment helpful below so I know you're getting benefit from these practical tips. Let's recap the 3 foods that can end your leg cramps. Eggs provide complete protein, vitamin D, and B12 for muscle repair and nerve function. Bananas deliver potassium, magnesium, and B6 for proper muscle contraction and relaxation. Nuts and seeds offer concentrated minerals and anti-inflammatory compounds for overall muscle health. Which of these 3 foods will you try first? Comment eggs, bananas, or nuts below to let me know your choice. If this video helped you understand how to prevent leg cramps naturally, please hit that like button and share it with family and friends who might be suffering in silence. Your share could help someone get their first good night's sleep in months. Don't forget to subscribe to Inspired Living and ring that notification bell. We're building a community of seniors who believe in using food as medicine and taking control of their health naturally. Remember, you don't have to accept leg cramps as a normal part of aging. With the right nutrition, you can sleep peacefully, move confidently, and enjoy the active lifestyle you deserve. Next week, I'll share the best gentle exercises that work perfectly with these foods to strengthen your muscles and prevent cramps even more effectively. You won't want to miss it. This information is for educational purposes only and should not replace professional medical advice. Always consult with your healthcare provider before making significant changes to your diet, especially if you have underlying health conditions or take medications. Remember, good nutrition is the foundation of good health, and it's never too late to start feeling better.